Hello, friends. Okay, I want to share this with you because there's so much misinformation out there and there's so many messages that we are bombarded with that are basically telling us not to trust how our body feels. There is information that is always presented to us that is programming us to negate the miracles and the coding and the information that we already have inside of our body. So our body has all of these amazing mechanisms inside. Okay. So when we feel stressed or scared, our body will tense up, the blood vessels will constrict, our voice will get tight, our airway will start to shut down. Okay, so the reason that our body does this is when there is a perceived threat. What the body does is it literally gets ready to get punched or get ready to get hit. So this is a primal response that we've had since the beginning of time. Okay, long ago, we were all cavemen and cavewomen, and we had to survive real threats. Okay, there are still a lot of people that are far braver than me that do things every single day where there are real threats coming at them. But the media has made it so that we are perceiving other humans that are doing absolutely nothing, that are across the street, that are walking by as a potential threat. There are people that are so afraid to walk down the street that every time they see somebody that's unmasked, they immediately tense up, they constrict, and what they're doing is they're sending a fight or flight response to the body, which this increases adrenaline. It increases all of the hormones in the body that cause inflammatory responses inside the body. Okay, so what I want you to remember is whatever you need to do for your health, that's what you need to do. Okay, you do not know what anybody else needs to do for their health. You don't know that unless you are hired specifically by them, or you have a covenant or an agreement with somebody else. We shouldn't all be going around telling people what they need to do for their health. Okay, that's okay, as I'm telling you what I think people need to do. But I want to offer this for those that need to know what to do when you feel stressed, when you feel tense, when you feel upset, when you feel angry, triggered, outraged. Follow the trigger. So say you feel stressed and you feel angry. Immediately name what's going on. You say it in your head. You can say it out loud if nobody's around, or you can say it out loud if people are around. But internally, you do a cognitive process where you name the feeling. I am feeling angry. I am feeling scared. I am feeling upset, whatever it may be. Okay? And then you make a choice, a conscious choice, and you say, I am going to be in charge of my thoughts, my feelings, emotion. I am going to signal my brain to calm down and to relax. Okay, so this happens within an internal conversation, and what you're doing in this is you are reprogramming the brain to see clearly, to identify what is a threat and what is not a threat. Okay, somebody walking 20 feet away from you that is just walking by with their headphones on without a mask on, that doesn't have a gun, doesn't have a knife, and isn't planning on coming over and eating you, stabbing you, or shooting you, they are not a threat. They're just walking by, minding their business. They're not a threat. So if you see this and you got to protect your health, that's okay. You need your mask on, that's okay. But if you are getting scared and angry and upset and feeling rage because you see somebody that's maskless, what you are doing is you are inducing an inflammatory response inside your body, and you are thereby endangering your health, and then you are programming your body to live in fear. So if you feel that coming up, you name it, you say, oh, I feel really nervous, that person's not wearing a mask, and then you say, you know what, I'm going to choose to live courageously. I am going to choose to focus only on my body. And then you take a deep, slow breath and a long exhale. And you continue following your breath cycle until you start to feel that flooding of feelings calming down. okay? And this process, physiologically and biologically, can take anywhere from 60 seconds to an entire hour. So the better you are at calming yourself down, the quicker you can do this. For some people, they live in a constant state of fight or flight all the time. I'm sure you've met them. They have a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of tension, and they're very reactive to everybody outside, okay? So if this is you, then what you want to do is notice when you are in a reactive state and then ask, is this necessary? Do I need to be in a state of overreactivity? Is this a real threat? And if it's not, again, you say, I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to take a deep exhale. And I am going to consciously choose to calm myself down. Because being in a state of calm and harmony and peace and grace is the healthiest thing that you can do. The healthiest thing that you can do is to mind your own business. Okay? Mind your own business. And when I say that, I mean mind your breath, mind your thoughts, mind your actions. And if you have the energy to worry about what somebody else is doing, just take a moment to reflect. Say, is there a place in my life where I can clean up my act? Okay? If we all did that, the whole world would be a healthier, more wonderful place. So today, let's take a deep collective inhalation and a deep collective exhalation. And continue doing that all day long. Breathe in, breathe out, and mind your health, mind your business.